Hello, Brian Vitali and Adam Reese.
Hello?
Hey, Josh Torres.
We're here. We're kind of in a weird situation right now. I hear that, since we're part of an RPG site, I figure we kind of know something about Final Fantasy.
Sorta.
This
Maybe.
doesn't look like any Final Fantasy I know.
I know it's weird. We're here right now with Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. It's a handful to say.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, right now this is releasing as of this recording. It'll be releasing in a week. By the time this is up, it'll be already out on iOS and Android. And this is kind of like a neat RPG turn-based kind of game, adapting the bravery and HP attacks from the Dissidia games.
Yeah, I know some characters that are from Dissidia and some characters that aren't.
Yeah, so we'll just jump right in here, kind of get into the meat of things, and kind of walk you through as you go along. Basic setup for this is, the two gods from Dissidia now, the Spiritus and Materius or whatever. Good guys versus bad guys. We're trying to recruit, iconic Final Fantasy characters throughout the story to battle, the bad guys. So
what does the roster look like compared to like Dissidia? Dissidia does kind of like this pair from each game, sort of thing, with a few exceptions. What does this look like?
So this is
much more extensive.
This is actually kind of interesting because the starting cast that you're with right out of the gate, you have the Warrior of Light, of course, from the first Final Fantasy. Then they pair you up first with Vivi from 9 and Rem from Type 0. So we'll use them like as the starting cast.
You have to wonder what they were thinking when they decided to go with that.
Yeah, I really like this kind of deal because, as you can see, I'm only barely starting Chapter 2. All the Chapter 1 characters I have right now, so I got Y'shtola from 14, Hope from 13, Cloud and Tifa from 7, Saz from 13. So they kind of give you a good mix of like main heroes along with like weird side characters that you don't really expect.
But to say Hope and Saz
standing out there, yeah. Hope a little more so, but Saz especially so, because at least in 13, Hope was the main character most of the time, and Saz was more like delegated to sidekick.
Yeah, so anytime you start up a match, you can like, as with any like mobile game, you can like get like a friend or random person for support.
Yeah.
Right now the game is obviously early game. It's very easy.
Reminds me of Final Fantasy 3DS.
Yeah, a little bit.
it does kind of have that aesthetic.
Yeah.
So, to people who are unfamiliar with the Dissidia style, all these numbers, the 429, 230, and 190, are my bravery values for them. That means that's my attack power. So you see on the right-hand side, you have bravery attack, HP attack, and a skill. So in Rem's case, it's cure. And if I use a brave attack, you'll see this fill up. And I do it again, it'll fill up, I break this enemy. And there's a whole lot going on. So essentially what this means is I'm charging up my attack power. So if I do an HP attack, it'll do that number, their bravery number. So right now if I attack with Warrior of Light on this character, I'll do 592. And the weird purple flame aura, it means I have enough to kill him in one hit if I use an HP attack.
So I am moderately familiar with the Dissidia bravery HP system. So this seems like it's adopted to a turn-based system?
Yes,
is that
exactly.
similar to how the Bravely Default games worked, or is that not quite the same thing?
Not really, because Bravely Default, it was more like you were stacking turns to kind of dish out damage. You're kind of sacrificing your turns to like deal consecutive attacks. Yeah, this one is a bit much more kind of a tug of war, in a sense.
It's
very
like
much its own thing.
Not that attack kind of thing.
Yeah, and then the cool thing about this is when you saw earlier when I did a break on a person, look at the little turn table by their HP. That you'll see the order of turns right there. So anytime, yeah, anytime I break an enemy and I get their bravery down to 0, that'll give me the break bonus. That's like at the middle. So I get like an automatic 490 to all my party members, as well as I delay them by a turn.
Oh, the one at the top, yeah.
Right. So, and you'll see by their little HP, you'll see the enemy that they're targeting as well. So I can like get ready for an attack. So say if I let it go to the wolf, the Wolf A, it'll target Vivi, so I have to make sure that Vivi isn't in like a bad state when it attacks. So right now, let's see. I can, let's take out. Okay, I'll take out this enemy B because he's gonna try to attack all my party members. At least with this one, I know that's targeting Vivi, so he's safe. And they can do the same to you, where if you get in a low bravery value, say this wolf attacks Rem right now with only 11 bravery, she'll get broken, and she'll have a delayed turn. They'll get a lot of bravery back. But
if you play type 0, that low bravery score would make sense.
Yeah, and also the bravery attacks don't affect your HP. Only when they do an HP attack will they actually deal HP damage. So it's a lot kind of like dancing around these bravery values.
And remind me, can they do HP damage to you while you have high bravery? Like,
yes,
your warrior,
absolutely. Even
though he's got 1,000 bravery as his HP.
Yeah.
Does it just default to 0 if it's more so?
Yeah.
Or does it hit 1 or what?
Oh no! If they hit you with an HP attack and you have high bravery, it won't affect that HP unless they have like a special attribute to it. But
some kind of defense ignoring attack.
Yeah. But other than that, bravery and HP values are fairly separate. So that's kind of like a quick, dirty breakdown of like what the battle system is. I'll go into the more nuance of it later on. But as you complete stages, you'll get like that little crystal that you saw. That's you see that big 14,000 number by me.
I was gonna ask, what's that diamond?
So like the currency.
Yeah. So obviously this is a gacha game. So there obviously you roll for weapons in this one. You don't roll for characters.
How much money have you spent on it so far?
None, actually. I can show you. They're actually
I find
pretty.
that hard to believe.
That's fun.
Hey, I can prove it. All right, you can go to user data right here. And then you'll see my little thing, and it'll actually show you in your history how much you purchased and how much you acquired. So I'm safe.
So they remind you of your shame?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I have no room to talk. Considering how much I've spent on gacha games.
The neat thing about this also is it runs. I'm on the Android version. This runs perfectly smooth for me, because there's this little batch download option right here, and what this
reminds me of PSP. Kind of install process.
Yeah, like when I first started, it was kind of running a little framey. I had to like kind of still like constantly download things as like I was bringing up new assets. So what this batch download thing is, it'll like give you like it'll just let you download everything the game has like at the moment, so it doesn't have to like load it in and download it from the servers.
So do you have this paired with your Facebook account?
No, but
share with your family all your exploits.
Here's the weird thing about the Facebook thing. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Let me see if I can find it real fast. I kind of find this kind of a bummer because when you connect to Facebook, that's the only way you can like save your data or back up your data.
Kind of
Yeah, it's not like a fake man order where you do like you make a new ID and then you save that with a password, or it's not like Fire Emblem Heroes. Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes is like deeply integrated with Google Play, so if you're signing in with the same Google Play on another device, that'll automatically move over. This one seems to require Facebook for that. I'm hoping there will be another way, but right now this is the only way I could find to back up data. So that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, definitely if you want a smooth experience, like right now there's running 60 on my Pixel. Definitely do the batch download. It runs smooth as butter after that. But
if some people have like worse devices, are they able to adjust to the settings until they get something more presentable?
Okay, so actually that's a good question. Let's go to the settings. And so here's your settings. There doesn't seem to be a graphics option for it, but there's a power settings for battery consumption.
Have the kind of battery where they can just have this kind of output all the time.
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at the models, they don't seem to be too taxing. I don't think the requirements are too high for this.
How's the audio?
Audio is great. It sounds awesome, like very reminiscent, your classic Final Fantasy tunes. It's
all like character-specific music for certain moments, or is it just all kind of sharing the same soundtrack?
It's actually specific. So when I was like recruiting Cloud, for example, during his battles, they were doing the Final Fantasy VII battle theme for that. And obviously, when you're recruiting Hope, it has Blinded by Light from 13 playing.
Yeah, the best theme, the best battle theme.
It's pretty good. So
yeah, you can listen to that song on
Best
multiple
thing about
times,
that
like
game.
I have, and never get tired of it.
So here's the cool thing about the gacha, is anytime you do a draw, like it'll have a discount for you. So I haven't actually drawn yet, but this will take the multi draws 10+1 usually take 5,000, but on the first draw, it reduces that to 2,500. And then any of these draws, these multi draws, you're guaranteed a 5-star weapon no matter what. So it makes no sense to do a single draw.
To the characters like in Grand Blue, or is it just the weapons are just weapons?
What do you mean?
Like in Grand Blue Fantasy, if you get a certain weapon above a certain grade, it came with a character that you got. Do you recruit your characters that way, or do you just get the characters like through progress of the story?
You only get the characters through progress of the story, but you can still obtain weapons of characters that you haven't met yet and recruited yet.
Oh, so there's no like gacha system of like if you want a certain character you have to keep paying. It's just all story characters, right?
Yeah, it's all story characters right now. I believe like down the line there's event characters you obtain from events.
No, this game's not out in another region where we know ahead of time, is it?
It's been out in Japan for about a year now. So
shows how much I know.
Yeah. So here's the gem shop. You obviously can buy more gems with real money. There's like the bundles, special bundles, to get discounts on chests. But you know, it goes all the way up to $75 for the best value.
For science.
Yeah, no. I have a good amount of gems. So let's do our first multi draw here. Let's see what we get. Who am I gonna get? Which weapon?
Which
weapon?
ultimate weapon?
I'll find out.
Oh, thanks for the Final Fantasy VII cursor.
All right. Knives. Oh yeah, you can get armor as well. Okay, that's. Oh.
A 4.
4s.
A machine gun.
Oh goodness. Oh, okay.
Oh, that looks.
Congratulations.
I don't recognize that. I'll just say.
No, I was about to say like.
Oh, this is Terra's.
Oh, Terra's weapon, the Falchion.
Yeah.
Okay. Called the Falchion.
It's a lot of green numbers.
Yeah. So.
I mean, the weapon that anybody can use, but they just ascended to Terra because why not?
All right. Let's see what else we got. 4. I don't have Laguna yet, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, there's equipment for Cloud, so I can give him that.
I prefer the Shinra Alpha.
Let's see.
Mage Masher, of course. That was like one of the earliest weapons you could get.
Oh, is this Shadow, I think?
Yeah, that is Shadow.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, now if I draw again, it's gonna be 5,000. But the neat thing is, anytime I do a multi-draw, it's gonna be a 5-star guaranteed. So
You think Shadow would be a shoe-in for a Dissidia game, but I don't think he's been in one yet.
So and then obtaining more of these currencies, like the crystal currencies, fairly, they're fairly generous with it. You're awarded with them after every time you do a mission in the story mode, like for the first time, or you view an event. You can also have these player missions that award you a crap load as you get more and do more.
Can you go to the dailies tab?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
So
you have to go through a certain dungeon. Yep,
dailies. I know that I was awarded one for doing clear 3 quests. Yep, and doing quests. So these are.
Yeah, I think I saw one of these trigger on that last battle. Maybe not. Maybe that was something battle specific.
I mean, just clear a quest. I'm sure that.
Yeah, fairly easy, fairly standard.
Does it like get harder and harder as you progress, or is it just the same?
I think it's gonna be like an easygoing game right now. I don't know if it's gonna. I think for the early game at least, it's obviously gonna be easy. But let's go, since we got new equipment. Let's equip our characters. Actually,
now here's an important question I have: does it have an auto optimize button?
It does actually. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because like I've been playing Brave Exvius, and it doesn't do that.
So you see the auto, so I can just pick auto here, then boom. Yeah. I mean,
War game should have that.
I could give him that, but it's Cloud, so it's optimized for Cloud, so I'll give him something else instead. I'll just
Only
give
lock button in case you don't want to change his output. The gear he has on.
Yeah, I wonder
Right.
what.
So the armor isn't specific to the characters.
No, no. It seems to be.
But the weapons are, or they're not
Yeah.
either.
The weapons are like I can, for example, you can see I can equip Terra's sword, but let's see.
It's probably not as good with him.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find. See, like if I equip it on Warrior of Light, you'll see this affinity ability, and that's the only way you can activate that ability is if you have it equipped on that character. So
Gotcha.
there's merit
Yeah,
to
makes
it.
sense. They wouldn't just say it's for a character if anyone could equip it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to check.
So, passive abilities. Okay, I think I already have that equipped. Yeah,
That's just some very shiny cotton robes he has on.
I know. It's very nice. I know Cloud got something new as well. Oh, Cloud.
That is a weird sight to see him with an axe.
Yeah, that doesn't look like the Buster Sword.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good affinity ability. It raises HP by a lot. Wow. And okay.
And the fourth slot in the gear is for what?
These are your passive abilities. As you level up, you can.
You only have a certain amount, and you can assign them. You can't there's no affinity there.
Yeah, there's also a way to get new, more passive abilities. We go to enhancement. Let's go to what was it? Crystal Strength, and let's go to Cloud.
Tell how fast it is because of how fast it's loading. It's like that's usually not what you see in a mobile game.
Yeah. So as you can see, sometimes I get awarded like crystals or these little stones in battle, and you can use them to kind of give him more skills.
Does STR stand for strength or something else? Because I'm used to STR being strength.
I think it's strength. Yeah.
That's an odd way of phrasing that, I guess.
Oh wait,
Maybe
is it
crystal strength? Oh, I guess yeah. If I looked a couple inches.
Yeah, or like strengthening stones, I guess makes sense. Yeah.
So for Cloud, you're using that blue-colored stone. Do different stats require different stones, or is it different characters?
I think it's different characters. So if I go to Rem,
like Saz has the red ones.
Yeah,
and she has the emeralds or whatever. Okay,
yes.
So each character uses different types.
Yeah.
Although I wonder what the significance of the crystal with the character is. Is it like a Is it like a fire, water, or wind kind of deal, or is it like something else?
And grinding for these stones is fairly easy because you can just go to, let's see, quest, and then at the events tab there's these crystal quests. So for this day, I can go like get more red crystals.
Oh, they don't even call them rubies; they just call them red crystals.
Yeah,
it's better than nethicite.
So and the nice thing about this game, as far as these events and these event quests and going through the main story, is none of them there's no stamina system for them. So you can
nice.
Yeah, just tries.
So you can just you can play at your own pace. I believe there's like things down the road in relating to the summons that require like a sort of in-game stamina for them, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So let's see if we can try to recruit a character real fast. Let's see, and you can see that I can get more rewards out of this, like a total up to like 60 crystals.
Oh, that's what I saw at the end of the last battle, was clearing those mission objectives.
Yeah, so you'll see here if I did the clear without any KOs and clear within 15 turns, I'll get 40 crystals. I get an automatic 20 crystals anytime I clear a mission for the first time, and then more materials if I get that third objective of doing one or more breaks. So let me go out in here, and I'll put.
Does anyone have break?
I'll put Stola in here. Stola.
Level 1 with great gear.
These are all the same thing, so I'm just kind of. Stone. Any passives? No passives. She's ready for anything.
She's very aggressive. There's no passive to her.
Okay, I'll just go with that for now. Actually, there's a 3-star.
So only the weapons change in their models when you gear them out?
Yeah, seems like it.
Unless those robes were really...
and you'll see over here, that my summon is the Chocobo right now. So if I can summon it in battle, I'll try to do so.
So is that raise his party HP a passive for having that summon equipped, or is that what he does when you summon him?
I believe that's a passive.
Gotcha.
When
that would make sense.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Like 50 isn't much in the grand scheme.
Yeah, so I can't summon the Chocobo yet until like it starts shining.
Build up a certain attack or something.
Yeah. So I wonder what. I believe Stone actually delays their turn. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Cool. And then I'll target this one.
I was thinking of Break, this, which was a Stone-like ability, but I guess that mission objective of Break is like the Dissidia version of Break.
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, there it goes. Do you know if the characters scale levels, like if it was like sticking up behind, they catch up quicker if they're a low level, or is it just always the same amount?
I believe they definitely catch up quicker if they're lower level because of the amount of experience you're getting through battle. So I'm sure there's a way to like optimize, like, you know, grinding like a level 1 character like level 30 or something super fast, depending on the mission. And then we have an event scene here. And there's nothing too story heavy right now. I know.
Oh no, it's not.
So they have these little, like, you know, voice clips in Japanese. They don't have it's not fully voiced.
It's gotta be weird to hear voices from characters that traditionally don't have voices in these games. Like
Yeah.
Kefka.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's been like that since the original Dissidia on PSP.
Yeah, that always weirded me out. Like, that's not how I imagined his voice.
So the Opera Omnia is kind of a weird thing because, as you see, it's very RPG heavy, lots of stats. That's the main focus of it. And while NT is much more of a competitive, you know, fighting game, they shipped out a lot of the RPG systems in that game. I don't think there's basically like none of it in that game. It's all cosmetics only. So players who are wanting a more, you know, RPG experience out of Dissidia, well, this is for them. But I think it's a neat little thing, all things considered. It's not like super in depth, but it's relaxing. I don't feel any pressure, you know, trying to like say maximize like my stamina usage, because there's none. You can go at it at your own pace.
So remind me, you didn't have Tifa, Zidane, or Mog around before. They're part of the cutscene.
Mog is kind of like the central character. Mog is the one assigned by like the Materius goddess to like go scout around the world for these heroes to protect the light.
Gotcha.
So we go find 5 teenagers with attitude.
Yes.
Kind of character.
Yeah. But the only ones who started with you on this journey was Warrior of Light, Rem, and Vivi. But as you go along, you'll recruit characters, and then after certain gates, you'll run into gates in the world map that require, like, you know, you might need these characters to unlock this gate.
I was about to ask that because it seemed like I was wondering if you can insert other characters into the same situation, would they have different lines? But it seems like they thought ahead of that.
Yeah.
Thought ahead of time and decided, yeah, these characters this moment.
Yeah. So like, let's see. Let me go back to the first map real fast.
Does that airship have a name? And is it Highwind?
I don't know if it actually has a name. After you clear a map, like on chapter 1, I cleared it. You have the option to go through it in hard mode, obviously for more rewards, more gems, more experience. So you'll see here, like all these little icons, like with Hope and Y'shtola. You'll have these little quests to go recruit them, and you can't see it now on the map because they're already all gone. But there were little gates on here that you couldn't cross until you recruited these characters, and then after that gate, that's when it does a check of like, okay, now we can insert these characters into story cutscenes because now we know that you got them after this gate, obviously.
Yeah, it probably couldn't work if you had to use Gacha to get them.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then we got these like little weird things called Dissidia points. And I know in the Japanese version, this is, I think it was like linked to the arcade Dissidia Final Fantasy game. The way they adapted it here in the English version, I don't know exactly how it is over there in Japan, if it still holds true or not. But you're basically exchanging them to unlock like cycle quests, I believe, or I don't know. This is all beyond me right now. I haven't really looked into this too much of like how Dissidia points factor into all of this.
So I noticed you have 6,000 gil. Like, what do you use that on?
Okay.
And you could exchange for more, but I see you've already got some.
Yeah. So I can exchange this to upgrade equipment, and upgrading equipment is obviously consuming other equipment to make it stronger. So and the main thing to take away from here is like this iron dagger. I can infuse it with another iron dagger, and then you'll see the limit break icon on it. And if I get enough of these same iron daggers together, it'll obviously raise it to its level cap. So you'll see when I upgrade it, it'll upgrade its level cap and make it a little bit stronger. It's like it gets like more CP on it.
Do you know what the highest star rating is?
I think it's 5, but you can limit break a 5-star to make it a 6-star.
Ooh.
Oops. Yes. Great. So that's upgraded. Let's see if there's any.
So if you do that enough times, it'll eventually go to 4 stars.
Yes, that's what I think.
Okay.
Does
it have to match exactly? Like iron daggers can only.
No. I can like.
It's probably less effective with other weapons.
Yeah. No, I mean I can infuse this with any other ones. I can use this, and whatnot. But that seems like a waste right now. You can also use these upgrading materials as well, so you don't have to only use weapons and armor.
Gotcha.
So, let's see.
Are there like ones that just boost a specific stat when you fuse them, or is it all just weapon to weapon?
I think it's weapon to weapon. I'm not too sure, but obviously these get costly, and I'm like don't have like the most gil right now, so I'm gonna hold off on upgrading that.
Yeah, I made you use 1,000 gil to just
to
make your weak dagger a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, this will be interesting because I have multiple of these bucklers. So let's see. I can do 2. So you'll see limit breaking. Look at how much limit breaking actually costs on your gil. Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Yep.
All right. I'll do it for you.
I did it all for you.
It's better be worth it.
Great.
Well, it says it's great, so obviously it was worth it.
Yeah, I got 2 defense out of that as well.
Yeah. Hey.
And now you're poor.
But it is the best.
2 defense could stand between you
and since you combine 3 items with it, it's got like those 3 marbles.
Yeah.
At the top of its little thumbnail or whatever you want to call it.
So you know, I mean, a lot of people will try to get multiple 5 stars. I believe that one of the biggest changes from when it launched in Japan was this is launching with the guaranteed 5-star in the when you draw. When it launched in Japan, it didn't have that, so you can imagine how tough it was over there. I wonder if the draw rates are here. But yeah.
What resets
draw rates may vary for each draw.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a percentage.
Yeah, it says that just draw rate would vary for each draw depending on what kind it is, but it doesn't really say like an actual rate.
Right. Notices. Are there any notices? No new notices. All right. And then
what will reset the multi-draw cost back to what it was when you first?
Whenever there's a new banner, like an event banner, that'll actually be the first draw of like, okay, this only costs 2,500.
Right.
If it's a new banner. Yeah, it's a
Curious, 'cause
one-time
that's what you
thing.
draw earlier today.
So you can
2500.
so you can also use these gems that you get to acquire other items, like kind of like boosters, temporary boosters. So like you can get this Book of Fortune that'll get twice the amount of gil from quest for half an hour, if you so choose. I think I like got some of them. Yeah, I got a Book of Training earlier, and that'll boost experience rates for a while. Let's see. Let's do one more draw. I'm curious.
For science.
Or science.
Come on, bucklers.
Yeah, you need more of those now. You restock.
A nose.
Shotgun. Oh, okay.
Got Dante? They got Dante in this game?
Okay.
That's
that's too
excessive.
That's 2 5 stars. Is
Another
that
Fashion?
And then another falchion, and then I think that was Saz's pistol.
Yeah.
Whatever you call that.
That pistol looked ridiculous.
Altair.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean that's cool because apparently I did a little bit of research and Terra's really good, so I could already have like a level, like a one limit. I'm almost there to limit breaking her falchion, I guess.
That makes up for me making you waste your gil earlier.
Yeah. I can't wait to get Terra
yourself
now.
that.
Enhancements. So let's do that. I wonder how much it costs to actually upgrade
Probably
this
more
thing.
than you have, considering how low you are right now.
Oh man, I don't know. Find out. Yup.
You used to have enough.
Oh, now I just feel bad again.
No, that's fine.
Try to infuse it with the gun and see what happens. Like,
No. But we can give Saz his Altair then.
So the Final Fantasy 13 reps are Saz and Hope.
Yeah, for right now.
I guess they aren't in Dissidia normally, so they had to put him somewhere.
Let's see. I wonder.
Although I'd be interested to see if they ever did like a dark side, like campaign.
What about other weapons? Oh well. Okay. Then Cloud. Did we get anything for Cloud? No. Stola. Did we get anything for you? Oh, we can get her.
The nose.
Oh, that's for her. What's her name? Yida?
Ishtola.
No, the mask
Oh,
girl
that
here.
one. That's the one that goes with the tower. No, that's not Tower. Why am I thinking of Final Fantasy 11? The one monk.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Yida.
That makes sense. I'm surprised she's in this too. I mean, considering like.
Well, it's nice to kind of see like some of the non-standard characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should make the guy from the trailer like a character in one of these games. Just like give him a name. I know it's supposed to be you, but come on.
Okay, we'll do like if this next one doesn't unlock a character, then we'll see. Well, give me a node. Top or left, middle, or right? Which one will actually?
Right.
I like the left one because that's a tree.
Okay, fine, left.
Left? Okay, we'll go with left. Oh, this one so yeah, so
Stola.
okay, we'll do that.
You're good to go.
And then-
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Barbarian, you can change your class, or is it just something like that?
It's just a name, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. One of them is targeting Stola, so kill that.
I feel like you are over-leveled.
Nah. Stola. Okay. I can't believe. Okay, I think this one will lead to a character.
It looks like is that a plateau or is it a city? I can't tell from here.
Wait, do we have
It's like
Zidane in our
ruins.
party? Oh, we do. I didn't actually notice.
Oh, yeah, you unlocked them earlier.
I told. Hmm.
I was kind of wondering why you didn't comment on it, but it said allies went from 8 to 9. You grabbed Zidane, and
Yeah,
I think you got
that's,
that. You got that red sword that I believe is his.
The
Yeah.
Mage Master. You had that cutscene with Kuja as well.
That's right. Stellar Circle 5. No passives. Okay, we'll try out Zidane then.
Zinedine Zidane. Just have him headbutt people.
I think the weird thing is when you're starting a mission, you have to like manually like pop up the party menu. There's like no quick swap on the parties on that. I mean, you can make multiple parties up to like 10 other pre-made parties.
So you have a preference.
Yeah. Well, it's just those are the starting characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, to actually like swap out parties, it feels a little bit clumsy because you have to like bring up the top menu and then drag them over.
It should just be this menu.
Yeah, it's weird. And then there's also summons that I forgot to show actually. Let's go to summons.
I don't think you could have drawn Chocobo in that fight because you ended it so fast.
Yeah, but let's see, summons, bind. So you can actually like pick other summons here too.
You have others.
Yeah, but they
I thought
require.
you just had Chocobo summon.
But they require like these little materials, and I don't know how valuable they are. So I'm like holding out to them, and they cost gil as well. So I don't really need them right now, but you know, they all have different buffs with you. So this one lowers debuff odds and gives restores 300 HP and bravery when she's summoned. Or
so that passive is called the blessing. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ability is something different.
Yeah, but I like the general art style in this game. I think everything looks really,
you
really nice.
usually don't get to see the summons quite animated like that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who drew them. I mean, is it just Nomura still?
I don't know. I don't know who that artist is for this game, off the top of my head.
Maybe some protege.
Let's see. All right, so let's try out Zidane then, since I actually have equipment for him. Go figure.
Oh, one wolf. This is gonna be a tough one.
I know. Let's see. Okay.
You really gotta get a new weapon for Cloud.
No, I like his Buster Axe. It's good.
Buster Axe. But that's something else.
No, it's just a random like bronze equipment that's really bad, and he just happened to be able to equip it. Let's see, what's his Stellar Circle 5? I have to make sure that he's okay though. No, he's about to attack Zidane. I'm just trying to make sure Zidane doesn't get broken. So there's like a tactical element of it, of like anticipating like who should attack, who shouldn't. Let's see. Shining Shield, I'll put on him.
Oh, that was close. I'm gonna go chop some wood now.
I know. Hopefully I'll be able to get Cloud a better weapon soon. Let's see. Where does this lead? Oh, here we go. So there's a little gate. So to unlock this gate, I had to defeat 15 wolves.
So there's 15 more of those one wolf encounters.
Yeah. Let's see.
My luck.
Another thing that's neat about this game is you can do there's multiplayer in here. It's co-op quests. So obviously right now we're playing on a pre-release build, so I can't really do co-op with anyone right now. But they're pretty high level. The nice thing about co-op quests I hear is everyone gets to bring their own summons, so you can have up to 3 summons in battle. And there's like a lot of like neat rewards for that. So hopefully, this game gets like a lot of traction. I think it's actually a really neat game that I'll probably stick with for a bit.
Yeah. At least it's standing for all those DS games we lost when everything moved over.
Actually, I'll show off real fast what boss encounters look like, because boss encounters are pretty cool.
this is like the chapter 1 boss?
Yeah, this is chapter 1 boss. Not these goblins, obviously, but...
I was gonna say, like, wow.
Ooh!
The first enemy you fight in most Final Fantasy games.
Let's see... That one's targeting Warrior of Light, so I'll take him out.
It's weird to think that these goblins can actually pose a threat.
I mean, they don't, but I just don't like getting my characters broken. So just me being picky.
Yeah, I understand. It's like Xenoblade Chronicles, when you ever get target attack, even if you know you can survive it, you're just like, no!
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, treasure chest.
There we go.
Is it a...
It's no 2. Oh, no.
I was about to say no 2, but nope, that's a little out of place in the forest, but alright. What are you doing out of Zozo?
See, that's targeting Cloud, so I'll cast this on Cloud.
It's weird to think that they let you fight a behemoth so early. Or
Right.
a behemoth.
Oh wait, Cloud still has that. Never mind. Just kidding. I'll be able to actually like summon the Chocobo and decide.
Can you just defend on through, or is it always going to be like you have to attack?
I think you have to. I think it's based on like number of turns. Let's see.
Is there the defend option, or is it all just offense? Or
It's all offense. I mean, there's characters who specialize in buffing and debuffing, I imagine, but these guys are all very much offense.
So no skipping of turns or whatever.
Yeah. And obviously, there's an auto battle option that you see down at by the friend icon.
Do they all just do their basic attack, or do they?
I think they just
know
do
when to
basic
use?
attacks. I haven't tried it. I think they just do basic attacks though,
Yeah.
to just do farm really fast.
Yeah. Have to try to hit as little as possible to try to reach that.
I know. I'm trying to like kind of adjust for. Okay.
It's one of the few times
I was wondering what it meant when it said he was targeting himself, because he was buffing.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, just one of the few times where like, no, don't hit too hard.
Actually, I'm not gonna end the battle right now. I just want to summon the Chocobo. Oh, I can launch him in the air. That's right. Let them
Is
do
it
anything.
like a way of like in certain other RPGs?
Yeah.
Like,
So there's this, I don't know what triggers a launch, but you can launch them in the air, and then they can like do like a team combo attack where one like does an HP attack, and then he launches them further, and then one can do an HP attack, and then they hit the wall, and then it does more damage. It's kind of it's real neat.
yeah,
So
I've seen that in a trailer where it looked like it was in the air and they're slashing through them and stuff.
Okay, so when you
Wow,
have when you have a summon up, basically the enemy can't attack, so you see like the turn gauge, or the turn counter. Like during the summon, it'll last for 4 turns, and it'll let my characters go on an onslaught of like, okay, let's go wild.
You're in Chocobo world now.
Yeah.
But
Newcomer.
that hump looked like he was
Vision
about to like turn into like a sphere or something, but it was just his back filling up the screen.
Obviously, done this already. Oh, and Cloud got a passive.
Oh. Does the passives make any sense? Do they like take care of like deficiencies in the characters, or all just like you just seemingly random what the passives are?
All right. So what was that rank thing about followers?
So rank is when as you level up characters, you'll get more rank, and then the followers, I believe, if you want to like keep tabs on someone, so you can like summon their like character again for a battle, you always have like a tab to reliably summon them instead of like going from a random pool.
Like a favorites?
Yeah, essentially. That's what I think the followers are. And then for the passives usually tend to make sense. Like for Cloud, obviously he's very
Boosting something
on 7
that's
base.
already
Yeah, and Warrior of Light. A lot of his stuff. Like the only ones I've had passes for so far are like attackers.
I wonder if there's like certain things you have to do to unlock them that, like, the ones that are attacking are getting those passives, but the ones that have to do certain things to get other passives.
And then the little bells up here. Let me go check what those bells are. Actually, I have no idea. I have no idea what the bells are. Figure that. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, that's Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. So it's basically a nice, easygoing turn-based RPG on your mobile phones. It smartly adapts, the bravery and the HP attack systems in combat. I think it's a real neat game. No stamina, free to play. They seem to be very generous on handing out, the gems, the gem currency. And yeah,
I'm curious to see where this goes.
Yeah, I really hope it catches on. I really want to do some multiplayer co-op quests with a few friends.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be one of them.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Thanks for joining me, Brian, Adam.
No
this
problem.
Was a fun inaugural whatever we're gonna do with these. So.
yeah. As of the time of this is going up, this should be already out in the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store. So if you're interested in what you saw, definitely give it a download and a shot.